Welcome back to Hi-Fi Lo-Fi, and it's been ages again since I last made a video, I know. And I've been really busy. My business fell victim to COVID, and although it's still going, I just don't earn enough from my business, so I had to take on a job. And I'm working like a typical Japanese guy, and it's really long hours, and my job is particularly hard. And I don't know, I'll have to look back at some of these videos, because my hands, you may notice in the video, my hands are suffering somewhat from the job I'm doing. But anyway, let's get on with the video. And what have we got today? Now, what you're looking at is a 5-pack of cassette tapes. I bought these cassette tapes yesterday from a large electrical store, which is a chain, and the name is Nojima. You can see some sticky tape on there. The sticky tape is because I did not use a carrier bag. In Japan, if you don't use a carrier bag, they put a bit of the store's official sticky tape on whatever. It can be anything at all that you buy. And this pack of cassette tapes, I've never bought them before, and I have, as you know from past videos, you can see that I've bought quite a lot of cassette tapes, but I don't very often buy cassette tapes that are still in production. Now, these are still in production. Maxell is making them. And interestingly, I looked on, when I was in the store, I thought I'd better check the price on Amazon just to see, you know, if they were cheaper on Amazon. Now, these were much cheaper than Maxell or any other cassette tapes on Amazon. And Amazon's like my benchmark, and it's my go-to to check all prices. Now, the Amazon Maxell tapes have different packaging. I don't know whether this packaging is unique to Nojima, but certainly I've never seen it anywhere else. If you've seen it somewhere else, let me know in the comments below. So let's see, what does it say on it? So, well, first of all, you can see the picture. It's got like an old school boom box. Back in the day, we often referred to them as ghetto blaster. Perhaps, I don't know, is that politically incorrect these days? I just don't know. But yeah, it's got an old school boom box, as we now call them. UR90s, normal position. Let's have a look. What else? I don't know if you can see that on there. It says normal position type 1. Yeah, you can see that, I think. And what does it say here? So it was all in Japanese, because we are in Japan here. And just I won't go through everything, but I'll tell you. By the way, please remember, I do not rehearse these. There's no script. I'm doing it all in one take, hopefully. And this here tells you which lengths of tape are available. So you've got 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. You may remember from past videos that I said I don't particularly like tapes more than 60 minutes, just to reduce the wear on the tape deck. But I've gone for some 90 minutes this time. And basically, I've got so many cassette decks now, I don't really mind so much if one of them wears out. I've got that many cassette decks. And I'm going to show you more of my cassette decks in videos. Honest, I really am. And the 10 minutes, I think I may have mentioned to you before, it's an odd time length to have. There's an odd duration for a cassette tape. Now, it's worth remembering that in Japan, that karaoke is really, really popular, and a lot of small bars and pubs still use good old-fashioned cassette tape for their karaoke machines, and that's one reason why they still produce. And they were in the shop, by the way. When I bought these yesterday, they really did have 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, as well as these 90s on sale. And I'm trying to remember, I think they were all 5-packs. If I remember rightly, I think everything was a 5-pack. So, what else can I tell you? So, if you look at, if you look here, so what does it say? It just tells you what it is, audio cassette tape. Normal position, it says, and it's made in Indonesia. Oh, just you can see it's 90 minutes, 45 minutes aside. Made in Indonesia. That's what it says. Interesting. And it's got the company name Maxell there. So have I said this already? I haven't bought these before. I've never bought this particular new stock currently in production. So very interesting that cassette tapes are still being made, and Maxell is still making them. Let's get them open. This is a first for me, these particular ones. Right, so as I remove the outer wrapper, you can see there's no individually wrapped cassette tape inside. They are well, once you take the outer wrapper off, they are then all ready to use. I'm in my kitchen. This is the kitchen table, by the way, and you might notice that in the audio quality. Don't know yet. Right, there we are. So very plain indeed. I mean, pretty basic stuff. Pretty simple cassette tape stuff. I will do a video separately of me recording on one to test them out to see what they're like. So yeah, pretty standard. Very standard. I mean, this is the kind of, this is almost identical to cassette tapes I was using back in the 80s. I don't really, well, the 90s maybe. Maybe I'm going to say the 90s, not the 80s. Yeah, I would say these are very similar, if not the same, as cassette tapes I was using in the 90s. And, right, if I touch the screen there, I'm on my iPad, remember I'm recording this on an aging iPad Air 2. And if the video is acceptable for an upload, I'm not even going to run it through iMovie or anything like that. There we are. So obviously you'd write something on there. That's very smooth. You can't really you can detect a very slight difference in texture, but you can't detect the any change in the contours of the shell there. So that's interesting. And well, pretty basic stuff. Yeah, it's I'm just really showing it to you on the video. I'm not going to say, I don't know what it's like to use yet. Pause the video if you have anything that catches your eye that you want to see for a bit longer. So yeah, lightweight, don't weigh much. Oh, that's come off. Is that going back on? Okay, it isn't broken. I haven't broken it already. Just testing to see if it goes any other way. No, it doesn't. So as you can see, it isn't a slimline case. It's as I said, it's pretty standard. It just reminds me of the cassette tapes I used back in the 90s. Clear. I don't know what the colour reproduction is going to be like on this video. this case is clear and this is glossy, so just remember that you know, one problem that can occur, it's very difficult to write with this pencil or certain pencils and pens when it's glossy, but it is glossy. Well, I'm going a bit fast and I should really just go a bit more slowly. Can you see that all right? Is that acceptable? There we are. And this is not totally clear. It's very slightly tinted or smoked, whichever word you prefer to use. Is ever so slightly darkened. It's not totally clear. I mean, it's clear, you can see through it, but I mean the colour, it seems to be very, very slightly tinted or smoked in terms of the colour, slight greyish colour. There we are. So this has been Hi-Fi Lo-Fi. It's been a short video, and I just am always aware that I'm not. Oh, that's no good. Actually, this opening and closing mechanism of the actual case. Oh, that's all right. Okay, we're okay now. It's interesting that it came off twice while I was doing the video. So yeah, that's all right. That's fine. No problem. I'm looking forward to using these, trying these out. And yeah, Hi-Fi Lo-Fi, and on my kitchen table with my aging iPad Air 2. Have I said that enough already? And I am acutely aware that I'm not making many videos, and it's simply because I've been going through a lot with struggling with my business and working very hard indeed, and other things have been happening in my private life, so bear with me. There we are. Catch you in the next one.